Hello and welcome back to the John and Adrian podcast. Let's get right into it, John. Let's do our pick'ems, or let's go over the games from this past week. Panthers, Saints. I believe you picked the Panthers this week, right?
I did.
You did, and I told you that was a silly thing.
They always sweep them, and I didn't want them to. I was rooting for the Panthers and didn't have them. Very sad.
To be fair, this game was close. Was it? We got stats back on Google, by the way. I don't know if you.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you saw that, but there's stats on Google. And Teddy Bridgewater played good. Same with Drew Brees. Yeah, this game is a good, nice game. I don't know how it came down to the end though. I can't remember right now. But
let's watch this recap.
We're gonna fire through these. Bills, Jets. The Jets, the Bills did bad, right? Like,
yeah.
Josh Allen didn't throw for a touchdown. There was no
all of their scores were field goals.
Were they? Was there no defensive touchdowns?
Fun fact.
Oh my!
Kicking, he went 6 for 8.
Oh wow! Yeah, there was no. They won off the field goal. That is weird.
Yes.
Yeah. Sam Darnold threw 2 interceptions. They robbed my man Frank Gore of a rushing touchdown. That's some BS. Yeah, Jets bad. Do you think they'll go in 16? Probably, yeah.
I hope so.
They
deserve it.
Yeah.
How they're treating Frank Gore, they need to go to 16.
Yeah. Poor Frank Gore. He needs to stay in the league for 3 years.
They got rid of Le'Veon Bell, and they're like, "Isn't this enough?" And he's like, "No,
no. I want to actually play good. I want good offensive line.
Starter isn't enough. I want to be a good running back."
Browns, Bengals. Odell is dead for the rest of the season, but the Browns won. Yay! That's, I guess, it's only.
So, this is a good.
Did
comparison.
I pick the Bengals?
Who do you? We both picked the Bengals. I think.
Did we?
Yeah,
okay.
Okay. So, in this game, Baker Mayfield went 22 for 28 for 295 yards, 5 touchdowns, and interception. And the dub, Joe Burrow went 35 for 47. So he had more completions than Baker even had attempts. 406 yards, which is 109 more. 3 touchdowns to 1 interception, and he lost. Who do you think? Who would you rather take?
Well, Joe Burrow also had a rushing touchdown. Let's keep that in mind.
He had 6 carries for 34 yards and a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
Baker Mayfield had 1 carry for -1.
He got sacked. Pretty much. That's what that is. He got sacked or something. Joe Burrow, because Baker Mayfield is this player that will have a good game. Then the media will go, "Wow, look at Baker," and then he'll go, "Haha, haters, stuck on that, right?" And then the next game he'll have a terrible game. The haters will hate, and it'll be like, "I'm better than this." Have a good game, and it's just that endless cycle of good, bad, good, bad, good, bad.
Baker Mayfield's just always keep that same energy.
Yeah. And then Joe, he hasn't had really a bad game. It's just he's getting murdered every snap of the ball. Get him a good offensive line,
because they have addressed their offensive line.
They have. It just hasn't panned out,
and it's just not working. They're just bad at drafting a line, I guess, which is weird because they drafted
coaching them
Andrew Whitworth, and he was good. And they had back when he was on the team, they had a couple other guys too. I think Clint Bowling had a good year, but since then they haven't had a good offensive line. I don't know why.
Maybe it's just coaching. They probably don't have the right offensive line coaches out there. Who knows? Honestly, they just can't produce a good offensive line. Well, at the moment, to protect Joe, and if he gets that, he'll be deadly. Maybe not deadly. That's probably a little bit too much hype, but he'll be really, really good, right? Cowboys.
I don't like
Washington.
You switched your pick, and I told you that it shouldn't count. Okay.
What? I picked
You
Washington.
said the Cowboys, okay? And then we picked like 5 more teams. And you're like, wait, I want to go back to the Dallas pick. And I'm like, why?
What?
You already
Because
picked.
a mutiny.
Yeah.
The mutiny is there's a mutiny happening in Dallas. So in this game, Andy Dalton got murdered, and the first GMU quarterback that's the first GMU quarterback to ever play in the NFL played this week, right? So
And
Dallas is
DiNucci.
Dallas is like third string.
When did Andy Dalton get hurt?
Early in the first quarter, I believe. And
Oh, because Ben DiNucci only threw 3 passes.
oh, did he? Okay, then it must have been late in the game then. Never mind. Huh. Or maybe they just stopped. No, because Zeke only had... Hold up. Did Zeke get hurt
Andy
too?
Dalton only had a concussion.
Yeah. Well, did you see the hit? Did you?
I did. I see the John Bostic hit, yeah. But it's still... Come on.
That boy murdered Andy Dalton. Are you kidding me?
It says they're not expecting to... Or the Washington football team isn't expected to be fined.
No, yeah. The guy got kicked out. The guy that murdered Andy Dalton got kicked out of that game, but he's not going to get suspended. The league has already come out and said he's good for the rest of the year. But Andy Dalton, I think he might be gone for like the next 2-3 weeks. I don't think he's done for the rest of the year. That was a big boy hit, though. Dallas is just... Yeah, Dallas is a big boy hit. Dallas is not doing okay. They in a world of pain.
They're still... Oh no, they're not top of the NFC East anymore.
The Eagles are. It goes
they
Eagles
dropped from 1 to 3.
Yeah, no, it's Eagles, Washington, Dallas, and then the Giants. Which the Eagles are only in first place because they have a tie. Like that's the only thing putting them above everybody else.
If they lost that game, then Redskins would be back at number 1 this week.
Which on top of that team though, the Rams are 5-2, and they beat every single NFC East team. So the Rams are still the best NFC East team.
No, but that just means the Rams are bad. Up until tonight, all their wins have just been NFC East teams.
Yeah, they're still the best
they're in
NFC.
The same boat as like the Steelers. Like the Steelers had only beat bad teams. It's the same thing with the Rams. They've only beaten bad teams. Like the Bears tonight fell to 5-2, and the Rams rose to 5-2.
Damn straight. Okay. But Washington, Ron Rivera has completed his... I forget. I don't remember what type of cancer he had, but he completed his cancer treatment. Which, granted, Packers or Texans. I told you Packer is better than Texan, John. This game was real nice. Good job, Packers. There's not much else I can say. Oh wait, did I talk about the mutiny in Dallas?
Yeah, you did. Yeah,
No. This is a new one. Or people were like upset that Dallas. It's obvious. Like after Andy Dalton got murdered, no one came to his defense. They just kind of just like wallowed around him. So it's not good. The people are not happy in Dallas. Yeah. Lions. Lions, Falcons.
There was an accidental score.
Yes. Okay. So Todd Gurley, he has rushed for the first ever game losing touchdown because there was like a minute left on the clock. Maybe it was past the 2-minute marker, right? It was like 1:58 or something like that. And Todd Gurley bursts through the line of scrimmage and is on the 1-yard line, and he tries to fall down because like obviously the Lions are out of timeouts. So if they keep the ball, they can just run out the clock. But Todd Gurley, he falls to the ground, but he's holding the ball in his left hand. So when he falls, the ball slightly crosses the line, like the plane. Oh, no. So he scores a touchdown. And it's the weirdest thing. Every Detroit Lion player in the vicinity just put their hands up in the air and were celebrating the fact that Todd Gurley scored that touchdown. Like, I don't think I've ever seen that before where a defensive player is on the field going, yeah, we just got scored on. Let's go. And then the Lions got the ball back, and they went on like a 70-yard drive with a minute left on the clock to score a touchdown and win the game. So yeah, the Falcons blew the game off a touchdown. It's amazing, really.
This is bad defense, bro. Like, why would you let them score in a minute? Okay, you only had to stop them for 1 minute. Come on.
Yeah, no, the Falcons' defense is atrocious, but Todd, like, they could have iced the game. It's just Todd Gurley scored, and like, it's bad.
Apparently, he gets a bonus if he scores a lot of touchdowns this year, though. So he's getting his money. He's like, money. We're not gonna win any games. I might as well score some touchdowns.
But I think the funny thing about that too is Todd Gurley did the exact same thing with the Rams.
Yeah, on the Rams. A couple years ago against the Packers.
But obviously, the Rams defense can hold, but the Falcons defense can't, like, whatsoever. So yeah, the Falcons lost this game by a single point because they don't know how to play defense. So boop boop boop. Steelers Titans. I believe we both got this one wrong. Yeah, this one's a shame. Wait, have we? So we got the Packers. Did we both pick the Falcons? I don't remember.
We've picked the same teams for every game except the Panthers Saints game.
Okay, so we both picked the Falcons, right? Or do we pick? Yeah, and then we picked the Titans. Okay. Yeah. Do you have anything to say about this game, Titans Steelers?
Apparently, I've seen a lot of people talking about this play where some Steelers linebacker supposedly stuffed Derrick Henry. And were you in there when I was talking with Jordan about it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like this because Derrick Henry didn't get stuffed, okay? If you watch the play, Derrick Henry quit on the play. Like, he stopped running and tried to go to the left instead of running over the linebacker. So I don't think, like, everyone's like congratulating the Steelers linebacker for like walloping Derrick Henry, but I watched that play and I'm more critical of Derrick Henry's just entire lack of effort on that play.
And then I think Jordan followed up that argument with talking about Claypool, and I will say that Claypool play where he's just tapping on, I think it was Malcolm Butler's helmet, like, repeatedly, that was hilarious. I think that's hilarious. He does his little first down dance, and then Malcolm Butler swats his hand down, and then Claypool comes back with just the, like, angriest swatting at someone's helmet, just tap, 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 tap. And that's comedic gold. So the Steelers are slightly better than the Titans, which both those teams haven't really played anybody.
They were both undefeated. Okay, put some respect on these teams' names.
Yeah, no,
5-1, 6-0. Okay, this is dub country.
Dubs. Okay, Bucks, Raiders. Did you pick the Raiders?
We both picked the Bucks.
Okay. Oh yeah, because their COVID offensive line, which I think their line came back. I think they were taken off the COVID list right before the game, and Jamal got taken off the COVID list like today or something. So just still doesn't. I mean, they scored in each quarter. It's just the Bucks scored more, and you know what's really frustrating that the Bucks scored so many points is that none of those points went to Mike Evans. Mike Evans didn't even catch a ball until the fourth quarter. So that's really frustrating on my part because I started him this week and he got me like 5 points, which granted the rest of my team got me like a bajillion points. But I mean, come on, Mike Evans, if you keep playing like this, you're going to get traded. Like, you probably are going to get traded, honestly.
Who's going to take Mike Evans off of you?
If I put a king's ransom of Mike Evans, Philip Lindsay, and then my linebacker, those three guys can get me some stuff, okay? I'm gonna just have to load the trade. Right. Chiefs, Broncos.
I'm sad. I was like, the Chiefs are gonna split with the Broncos this season, and the Broncos definitely ain't gonna beat them in Arrowhead, so that means they got to do it this week. And That did not happen.
It did not happen whatsoever, like at all. And when I didn't watch this game when it happened, right? And I didn't watch this game when it happened, but after the fact, this was a snow game, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was snowing in Denver.
So that, like, I was like, why is Patrick Mahomes not doing good? And then I realized, oh, it's snowing. Like,
yeah, he's never played in snow, huh?
Right. I don't think he has, at least.
I think he's played in like sleet, but never like actual snow.
Yeah, where it's like,
from what I heard, this was like actual snow.
Yeah, no, it's like it's not like a snow game, but like,
yeah,
there's snow on the field. It's like obviously like snowing a little bit, right? And that's the same thing as like in a rain game. It's like, you're not going to throw the ball 100 times while it's like pouring rain. It's just not going to happen. So, yeah, it is what it is. Patrick Mahomes didn't do that great, but they still blew out the Bucks or the Broncos. Jags.
Did Le'Veon Bell? Hold on, I want to talk about Le'Veon Bell.
He played.
I know he played. He had 6 carries for 39 yards. But is that garbage time, or is that like they tried to actually incorporate him into the offense?
I wouldn't know because Helaire.
I know he doesn't have anything in the passing game. Like they didn't use him at all, so I don't know.
No, I mean, to be fair, they didn't really use any of their. Did Travis Kelce had a bad game, I guess.
Yeah, Tyreek Hill.
Well, I guess passing is just like this week wasn't a pass-heavy week, but at the same time, by the looks of it, it wasn't a run-heavy week either.
Where did their points come from? They had 2 touchdowns and they only had 3 touchdowns. What the heck?
Defensive touchdowns. They had defensive touchdowns.
Man.
Yeah, there was a pick
2
six.
Interceptions.
Yeah, okay. Which one of them was a pick 6. I don't know about the other one. Oh, they had a kick return touchdown. Yeah, and I believe that's how they got all their points. Special teams and defense. Yeah, because I was looking at the stat. I was like, there's 2 rushing touchdowns. Chad Henne got in the game. That's good for Chad Henne. Oh wait, no.
Put some respect on my man's name.
To be fair, I thought it was okay. I didn't.
Is it Henne?
I don't know.
Maybe I'm thinking of a different guy.
Yeah, good job.
Isn't
good job, Chad.
Who used to be on the Jets?
See, I was thinking of what's his name, Chad Kelly. He used to be on the Broncos, and I think, and he went to a Von Miller party and got a little he drank the devil's apple juice, and he ended up in someone's house, like some random person's house, and they called the cops on him, and he got kicked off the team because he broke into someone's house.
Oh no, I'm thinking of Chad Pennington, the former New York Jets quarterback. So I was right. There was a Chad who played for the Jets, and he did have ENN in his last name. I was thinking of Chad Kelly, which he played. He's currently playing for the Colts. So you were right to some degree. You're more right than me. About being wrong.
Yeah. Chargers, Jets, or Chargers, Jags. Herbert got his first win, right? Yeah, this is his first win.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good. We were kind of wrong about him. He's playing good.
Yeah. I'm glad we were wrong about him. I like him now.
Yeah, I like this man. Poor Gardner Minshew. Poor sad Gardner Minshew.
Poor guy.
Yeah, but James Robinson, he's killing it. I love that. I'm happy I picked him up, and now he's my Nick Chubb replacement. Which Nick Chubb's coming back after the Browns bye week, so
I'll take James Robinson off your hands. Which receiver you want? I got all of them.
I only need 2 now, John, because it's James Robinson, Aaron Jones, and Nick Chubb. I don't got to worry about my flex spot. All right, I only need 2 receivers, which I have the 2. Actually, do I have 2? No. Yes, I have 2.
All right, Niners, Patriots. I don't like this game because I was right. I was like, Jimmy Garoppolo's gonna suck, and he did. But I didn't think Kyle Shanahan would outcoach Bill Belichick.
No, but here's
in every other aspect.
I also didn't think Cam Newton would just blow, like would be as bad as he was. Like he was chucking the ball straight into 40. He did. He got benched for Jared Stidham in the fourth quarter, dude. Like, it wasn't even garbage. Well, it was garbage time by that point, but it was like,
Yeah.
you like, I get it. Cam Newton doing really bad, but like, you could probably still come back a little bit. I don't know. It was rough. I was rooting for Cam so hard, and he was just throwing it into 49er DBs. They weren't even trying to catch the ball half the time. They were just there. Like,
bad news for Niners though. Their running back got hurt again. They're down to two running backs in the lineup, and one of them is only on there because three of them had already gotten hurt. So, and then I guess Deebo Samuel got hurt again. So,
which I've heard. What's his name in trade talks? Is it one of the 49ers wide receivers? I heard is like heavily being like tossed around in trade talks. I don't even see him on the
Pettis.
Huh? Yeah, Pettis. Yeah, Pettis. Yeah. Has he been hurt?
He's I don't know what he is. I honestly didn't know he was still on the team. I'm gonna be real with you because he has not done, like, he was our best receiver back when we were like competing for a top 5 draft pick every year. And so once we got good, I thought he left. Like, we let him go and put him on the practice squad or something, which I'm assuming that's where he is. He's on the practice squad because he's not getting playing time. Like, I'm looking at the stats, and Kendrick Bourne had 0 catches for 0 yards, and he still made it on the stat sheet.
Right.
Dante Pettis didn't. So I'm assuming Pettis is on the practice squad, which in my mind is kind of like, well, what trade value does he have then? Like, he never did anything with us.
Well,
like,
didn't he get drafted? I think he got drafted the same year as Cooper Kupp, right? Aren't they in the same draft class?
Was it? No, you're thinking, I think, of Jordan Taylor. I think that's the guy we drafted that year, because Jordan Taylor is a slot receiver like Cooper Kupp is.
Right. Or he might have been after that then, huh? So 3 years ago. He's still on his rookie contract for sure. He probably has like, what, 1 or 2 years left?
Let's see, when was Dante Pettis drafted?
Which, like, is... Yeah, you wouldn't think he has that much draft value because I looked at
44th overall in the 2018 draft.
So he has 2 years at least on his rookie contract, right? Or he has this year, next year, and then probably. Well, what round was he?
Yeah, he was the 44th overall pick.
So he probably does have a 5th-year option.
Yeah. But like, he played in 12 games and 11 games. The 2 seasons he's played, he had 27 catches for 467 yards in one of those seasons and 11 catches for 109. He had 5 touchdowns in 7 games and 2 touchdowns in 4 games. But that's the thing, is like, he played in 12 games, scored 5 touchdowns, but he only started in 7. Like,
did he play in the Super Bowl? Did he have any?
No.
Huh?
No.
He didn't. No. Was he hurt?
I don't know. I generally don't think he should be on our team. I don't think he's good.
Is he bad? Like, is he like, I'm trying to think of the reasons. Like, obviously, you guys don't have that much of a receiving core, right? Like, we can agree on that, right? And is he just like a cancer? Is he like, because you, right?
The way I look at it is, I feel like they think of him the way they think of Marquise Goodwin, who is like an Olympic level athlete who can pop off and get you like maybe 100-yard game if he has a good game, right? Like, he's one of those boom or bust players where it's like, maybe he'll play great this game, maybe he won't, but he's not going to get you more than 900 yards a season, right? And that's kind of, I feel like, what they think Dante Pettis is.
Right.
It's such a small sample size, and he didn't really like overperform in any way in that sample size. So I don't know where this hype is coming from. I think the Niners generated this hype to make other teams think he's worth something, but he's not. Right,
because like, I don't think he's obviously, if he's not playing for the 49ers right now and their receiving core is, say, bottom tier, right?
I think the difference is the Niners have
young weapons.
But Pettis is young. See, I was going to say that, but he is young. So
he's a part of those young weapons, right? Like, with the Brandon Ayuk,
Deebo Samuel, Kendrick Bourne's young. They brought in Mohamed Sanu to.
He got cut, didn't he? Or is he still there?
Did he?
I don't know.
I just know they brought him in.
Yeah, he's in there somewhere. He's in there somewhere. I don't know if he got cut or not. So I mean, maybe maybe Mohamed Sanu's like a trainer now. Who knows? Who knows what he's doing?
Who knows?
He's there. He's vibing. He can be a quarterback if he wanted to.
But Dante Pettis, I don't know.
I don't think he has any real trade value. He'll probably get traded for like a 7th or something. If that.
He's one of those guys who gets tagged along at the end of the trade. They're like, hey, we'll get like if like
if you're trading for like
Cardinals trade, where it's like David Johnson, your supposed best player, for DeAndre Hopkins, our supposed best player. We'll throw in Dante Pettis since you're going to be short receiver.
Yeah,
right?
we'll throw in Dante Pettis. We'll throw in 5th, 4th, right? Like he's one of those. He's like the 7th round pick that is arguably is like in every trade. That's like that you don't really need to swap 7th round draft picks. Like that makes no real sense. Seahawks, Cardinals. The Cardinals won the game against the Seahawks by not leading the game once. They had a lead for 0 minutes in that game, John, and they still won.
I told you they were going to win.
I'm upset.
I told you this game, they split every year, and every year, I'm surprised it went as high a scoring game as it was. Normally, their games were like 13-10, 21-17. I think
the Seahawks just choked.
I don't know. I didn't watch the game.
It's
Cardinals
a difference.
Won and they were supposed to win. Okay, everyone was predicting like the Seahawks to stay undefeated. I didn't understand that. Like in Arizona against a rival, the Cardinals were going to win. I am not surprised it went into overtime, and I'm not surprised that the Cardinals won by a field goal. I'm just surprised they both put up over 30.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's not much else I can say. The Cardinals won. Good job, Cardinals. Bears, Rams. The Rams won. They humiliated the Bears, really. The Bears offense was like, didn't do a thing the entire game. And this, you know what upset me? Is I was rooting for Jordan this week. I was rooting so hard for Jordan.
I was rooting for him. And if David Montgomery had gotten 2 more or 20 more
like catches
yards,
or something, right? Like anything. He was down a point. Like everything went in his way. Allen Robinson got hurt in the 4th quarter. It's just the Bears hate Montgomery. Like they just hate him. They won't. They're not going to use him, right? Because like all the red zone situations, they were using some other running back. Like I don't even know his name, and so it feels bad, man.
If like the only other thing that Jordan could have done is he could have put Chase Claypool in instead of CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb got 1 point,
and he would have won.
Claypool got 2 points, and he would have won if Chase Claypool gone in. I think it's funny though. Chase Claypool's a receiver, and so it shows only his receiving stats right here. It says -2 receiving yards, but he has 2.8 points because
rushing and stuff. So, because I remember people were upset because he only had 0.8 points in some fantasy leagues because they don't let receivers get rushing yards. So yeah, it feels bad, man. I was really rooting for Jordan because then that would solidify. I think I'm still 4th because Demetrius just has more like points for than me. So I was really hoping I'd get that little jump, but oh well. All right, let's do. Is there any major NFL news other than? Can't think of any.
I haven't.
Yeah.
I haven't heard.
Trade deadline. It's not this week, but it's next week. It's on election day.
It's on election day.
It is.
Make sure you trade your players before you go vote NFL teams.
Yeah, which I think most NFL like stadiums are like trade or are voting like stations, which is cool. It's neat. All right, we're gonna do this week's or not week 8 pick'ems. This on Tuesday because on Thursday we got something special planned. So yeah, all right, let's do this week's pick'ems, John. So first up we have the Thursday night game, which is the Falcons versus the Panthers, and I'm gonna say the Panthers. I think Christian McCaffrey comes back. Christian McCaffrey comes back.
Projected to come back, but I don't believe it.
See, but also we know the Panthers but they've lost with and without him. So this is tricky.
They've lost once without him, so now they got to get 1 win with him to cancel it out. So if he does play, it's this game.
Right. Well, I think the Panthers with Christian McCaffrey still win.
After last week, or after yesterday's game.
That feels weird to say. It's like, Christian McCaffrey might hold them back, but they're still going to win. Yeah, I think the Panthers win this game. The Falcons are just bad. All right, like they got their win. They're probably gonna settle on that. Ooh, you know, earlier in the season, when you told me the Vikings and the Packers play, I'd be like, that sounds like a good game.
No,
it's not a good game.
You do not remember. Ever since Kirk Cousins has been on the Vikings,
you're right,
they haven't
John.
beaten the Packers.
You're right, but you have hope that this is their year, and it's like
I gave up hope. Okay,
yeah,
you can have hope. I don't want it.
You misunderstand me. There's no hope right now. Like if you would have asked me like what 8 weeks ago, I'd be like, there's some hope.
No,
but no hope no more.
I projected the Vikings to get swept by the Bears and the Packers. I didn't think they were going to win either of these.
So yeah, Packers are obviously going to destroy the Vikings. Titans, Bengals. I really want to pick the Bengals, but I just think the Titans.
I can't. Especially coming after this loss, they're not going to take another one.
Yeah, it's the Titans.
This is the upset. This next game, Jets, Chiefs.
Jets,
oh
Chiefs.
My goodness, no one's ready for this. The Jets have been sucking because they've secretly just been practicing for this game all season. They have not watched any film on any of their previous games. They are ready to beat the Chiefs.
They are headhunting this game, right? The Jets defensive coordinator is Greg Williams, right? He's the bounty gate, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I bet you Greg is paying some good money for Patrick Mahomes' head. All right, you best believe that's like what, at least $1 million, right? You know.
Wait, how big is his contract? It's 500, right?
It's $500 million.
He's like, I'm gonna get you 10% of that. You can go.
Yeah. So, dude, imagine. Well, is this game at MetLife? What if?
No, it's at Arrowhead.
Dang! Imagine. What if it's like just Greg Williams, like tipping
like the turf.
Yeah, he's tipping the grounds crew to just make the worst field possible, but make it still pass like the NFL inspection.
Yeah,
it's like you make it as bad as possible, but just good enough to where no one suspects a thing. All right, and here's $10. Let's keep it moving, guys. Yeah, the Chiefs should win this game. Unless like the Jets just destroy and murder every single Chiefs player. Because the Chiefs have no depth, right? Like if someone gets hurt, there goes their season.
Mm-hmm.
Colts, Lions. This one, okay. I'm
going Colts.
Yeah.
You can have your I don't know. I'm gonna go Colts.
I don't know. Yeah, Colts. I have zero faith in Lions. Lions are very bad. Horse versus lion. Yeah,
horse wins. Horse kills lion in one hit with his hooves.
Yeah. See, lion has no skull protection. They have that little. You know how babies have that soft spot in their skull? Same thing for lions, guys. You don't know.
The lion's animals. Blue. It's not even real. It's a Smurf lion, bro. You think the horse is gonna lose to the Smurf?
I mean, it's a blue lion too, or it's a blue horse too. But like, who cares? No, its shoes are blue, right? We don't know.
It's the shoes because it stepped on so many blue lions.
Which, all right, Steelers, Ravens peck out steelworkers' eyeballs. Okay, you can't protect your eyeballs versus a Raven.
That's bad logic. But I'm thinking the Ravens.
You know what? Yeah, I think the Steelers lose this game, and then they beat the Ravens in their next game.
That's what you said last week.
No, I didn't pick the Browns last week. Did I pick the Browns?
No. You said you think the Steelers beat the Ravens, or the Steelers. You just said right now that the Steelers lose this week. That's what you said last week, and the Steelers did not lose.
So you're gonna pick the Steelers?
No, I'm picking the Ravens. I think the Ravens are gonna win this week.
Yeah, I think the Ravens are gonna win.
You can't base it. No, you've just completely undermined my entire concept of whether or not the Steelers are going to win this week. I'm not convinced anymore.
Why? Well, what did you think before, John?
I thought the Ravens were going to win, and then you said the Steelers are going to lose, and now I'm not convinced that the Steelers are going to lose.
Who has the better Pick'em's record, John? Can we?
You do by 4, and not because of any Steelers game. We've picked the same for all these games.
Yeah, that may be true, but I'm going to pick the Ravens because I think the Steelers win their next game versus the Ravens, which is in what week do they play them again?
Like week 15 or 16, isn't it? It's late.
It is. I don't see it on. What the? I think it's 17. No, the Browns are 17. What? When do you
Browns
guys?
are 17. I know that.
Is it 14? Trying to find it. No, because didn't the Steelers had their entire schedule mixed up? So it's week 12. Yeah, I think week 12. This seems like a good point for the Ravens to lose. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm all in on this Ravens pick. Rams, Dolphins. Dolphins
they're
can't.
Gonna do what they did to the 49ers. They've had a bye week. They're ready. They've got 2 weeks to prepare for it.
No, Dolphins can't survive on land. Okay, so they're dead.
A ram can't swim.
You haven't seen a ram swim. How would you know?
They got hooves, bro. They sink.
No, they got big horns, bro. They float. Okay, big difference. Yeah, no, I think is the Dolphins' offensive line good?
It's pretty good, I think. I mean,
have they played a defense? No, we've had this conversation before. The Dolphins haven't played a good defensive line yet, or an above average defensive line. So
they played the Niners. We did talk about this. Every line they've played in the last 2 years have been good, but this year isn't doing that great.
The lines that they're current, because they played the 49ers like C team defensive line, right? So yeah, this is like their first like true test of a defensive line, because I think there's better defensive linemen out there. Like units, right? Because the Rams have Aaron Donald.
With the Cardinals next week. I think that'll be a better defensive unit.
Right. Like the Rams have Aaron Donald, but as like a unit, they're not like on the par with like other teams that have better units. So this will be their first test of an above average defensive line unit. I still think the Rams, because the Rams defense balled out against the Bears, which granted. The Bears' offense isn't that great, but if that shows
the Rams have only beaten NFC East teams
and the Bears
up until today. Okay,
and the Bears.
Okay, NFC East teams and an NFC East quarterback. Okay, let's be real. His one good year was in the NFC East.
All right.
The Rams are only good against NFC East. The Dolphins don't have anybody from the NFC East, right? Or no, they've Byron Jones. Dang it, they're gonna lose. It's over.
Bills, Patriots. See, if you'd have asked me like 2-3 weeks ago if the Bills versus Patriots is going to be a good game, I'd be like, of course that is, right? Or I'd be like, yeah, it sounds like a good game. The Patriots are always competitive. Actually, you know what? Maybe this is the bounce back game for the Patriots.
I don't know. I think Cam Newton might have lost his job.
No, Bill Belichick already has come out and said Cam is still the starter. So if he has a bad game here, right? If he has a bad game here, Jared Stidham is probably going to start for the rest of the year. But I don't know. I know, like, Bill Belichick, amazing coach. Bills, they only scored 18 points versus the Jets, right? Like, their field goal unit won them that game, when in reality they shouldn't have been relying on their kicker to win them a game versus the Jets, right? So I don't know. I'm a little tossed, or I'm like, I don't know who to pick, because like
I think we've been giving the Patriots too much credit. Their only win are the Dolphins and the Raiders.
But the Raiders beat the Chiefs, huh?
The Patriots lost to the Chiefs. The Patriots lost to the Broncos, and then they got blown out by the 49ers.
Right.
They're on a 3-game lose streak right now. They started out 2-1.
But okay, to be fair to the Patriots, I think they've only practiced so October 1st and 2nd, right? They practiced consecutive days, and then jump to like October 21st and 22nd. They practiced for consecutive days. They've only practiced on consecutive days twice this entire month of October, because this entire month they've been dealing with like COVID stuff, so they haven't really been practicing. So I feel like that's like that gives them some leeway, right? Because like
picking the Bills.
I
won't throw away the Patriots as a team, but I'm not going to pick them to win this game.
Right. I think you know what? To be fair to the Patriots, they've actually started practicing now. I think they're through their COVID phase, but yeah, I don't think they bounce back versus the Bills, right? I think, yeah, because they only have all right. I'm doing Bills as well. I like the Bills. And then next game, Raiders, Browns. I'm going to go Raiders.
I want to say the Browns, but looking at their record this season, they're like the Rams. They only beat NFC East teams and the Bengals, I guess. But so, yeah, they did beat the Colts, though.
Who? The Browns?
Browns. Their only losses actually are the Ravens and the Steelers, but they're both blowouts. So
right.
I don't know.
Which, it's the thing with the Browns also is I don't think Odell was doing that much for them, right? In terms of like catching the ball and whatnot, but he was at least getting, which I don't even think Jarvis Landry's doing that well either. But Odell requires you to put your number one corner on him, right? Like that's the thing. He's their number one. So now the Browns kind of don't have a receiver. And I know Jarvis Landry has been playing with like a broken rib since like week 3 or 4 or something. So yeah, I don't see the Browns playing that good until they get Nick Chubb back, and then they're gonna be great. And Nick Chubb is gonna rush for 200 yards a game and 3 touchdowns, and I'm going to be very happy and win fantasy. So yeah.
All right, Las Vegas then. Next we have Chargers, Broncos.
So you're still on your Broncos make it to the playoffs train?
No, they lost, so now that's done. They had one way of getting there, and it ended yesterday. I mean, what's their record now?
2-4. 2-4.
So they could. I mean, if they have to win this game, go 3-4. They'd beat the Falcons 4-4. They lose to the Raiders 4-5. They have to beat the Dolphins 5-5. They'd have to beat the Saints 6-5. They'd probably lose to the Chiefs again 6-6. They'd have to beat the Panthers 7-6. They'd have to beat the Bills 8-6. They'd probably lose to the Chargers 8-7, and then they'd have to beat the Raiders to finish it out with 10 wins or 10 or 9 wins, whatever it was.
9, yeah. Yeah,
and even then, I don't think that's enough to make the playoffs.
9.
They had to win this game.
Well, there's a 7th seed, so I think.
I know, and I don't think that.
Really, you think the 7th seed in the AFC is going to be a 10-win team?
I think the Bills will win their division, the Chiefs will win theirs, the Steelers will win theirs, and the Titans will win theirs. I think the 3 playoff teams are going to be the Ravens, the Raiders, and the Colts.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Maybe the Browns instead of the Colts if they can start winning.
The Browns, there's no other AFC East team that's going to pop out unless the Patriots just go on an absolute tear, but their season's probably over as well.
The Patriots and the Browns are the 2 teams that I'm like, maybe they can make the playoffs over the Colts.
Right.
But I have no faith in the Chargers, the Broncos, the Bengals, the Texans, or the Jaguars.
And then if we look at the NFC, we got the NFC East. Just one of those teams will make it.
All 4 of those teams are going to make the playoffs.
One of those teams will make it. We got Seahawks, which Seahawks are probably going to make it. Cardinals.
The Seahawks are going to win their division. I think the Packers are going to win theirs. I think the Bucks are going to win theirs. I'll say the Eagles win theirs because they look the best right now. And then I think the Cardinals, the Bears, and I think honestly the way it is now, I think those are the teams that make the playoffs.
Really? Oh, you're forgetting the Rams, dog. The Rams are going to make it.
The Rams and the Niners are both going to finish with 10 wins and not make the playoffs.
No, the Rams got a little bit more in them.
No, they don't. No, they don't. Look at their schedule, bro.
Yeah, it is actually the hardest schedule in the league. It is. I think it's like based off the other teams' like win percentage. I think the Rams have the hardest schedule.
They'll probably beat the Dolphins this week, and they might beat the Seahawks next. I say they will. They'll probably split with the Seahawks, but then I think they'll lose to the Bucks. They'll probably beat the Niners since the Niners beat them last time.
Yeah,
and then they're probably gonna lose to the Cardinals. They will beat the Patriots unless the Patriots
are on a tear. Yeah,
the Jets are a win, and then I think they finish out the season with 2 losses
versus
the Seahawks and Cardinals. That way they split with everyone in there.
No, you said we lose to the Cardinals the first time.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Well, I think they split with everyone in the division.
Okay.
So they'll finish out
like 10 or 11.
At least
10 or 11.
3 and whatever.
Yeah. What team were we talking about? We were talking about the Chargers Broncos before we went on that rant. Yeah, I think the Chargers are gonna win this game. Feels bad for Broncos though. I like them. It's just they're not good right now. Maybe next year.
Okay, well, wait. The Chargers aren't a good team either, though. Like, come on.
Okay, John.
This is a division game.
Is it? Oh yeah, it
Broncos
is.
They're gonna split, and that's what I thought was gonna happen with the Chiefs too. And but these teams are actually both bad enough that this is gonna be a split. And so, do you think the Chargers get the road win, or do you think they win in LA? Both these teams are 2-4 right now.
Okay, that is true.
You know what? Actually, I think the Chargers win. The Broncos are 0-3 at home. Both their wins came on the road. So I think, I don't know, the Chargers would be that'd be a good thing to be like, this is our first road win. Like, this is the team they'd beat at home if it happened. But I'm going to pick the Chargers.
Yeah.
I put too much faith in the Broncos last week. I'm picking the Chargers.
Which that might come back to bite you, but at the same time, I'm also picking the Chargers. So, like, I just looking at what Herbert has done, and the past couple weeks, he's been playing good teams.
Not winning games.
He's not winning games, but he's played the Saints, the Bucks, the Chiefs. The Panthers are probably. But that was the Panthers without Christian McCaffrey, all right? So that's a good Panthers team, okay? So the Jags are probably the worst team he's had to play so far, and he beat them. So good job, Herbert.
And he beat them good too.
Yeah. Saints, Bears. Do we think the Bears bounce back?
I think you got to look at this. Do you think the 4-2 team wins or the 5-2 team wins?
I like 4-2. 4-2 sounds good. That's what happened.
5-2 sounds better.
No, well, if you would have followed that logic when they played the Rams, you would have been, does the 4-1 team or the 5-1 team, which sounds better? No?
I don't know. I said it would have been 5-1 and 4-2. Which I would have picked the Bears if it'd been in Chicago, but it wasn't.
This is in Chicago, but at the same time, there's no fans. But there is the travel.
The weather's better
the travel.
For the Bears.
Oh, the Bears they don't have a dome.
Snow.
Huh. Yeah. Well, is it gonna snow?
I don't know. I don't check Chicago weather.
Is it gonna be a snow game, John? Do you have that insight when this game is? Well, I guess this game is only a week away, so I think most weather predictions are about a week. So you could look that up genuinely. Yeah.
Chicago weather. Today it's 36 degrees. Sunday it's supposed to be 47 and cloudy.
I want November 1st, John. Can you give me November 1st?
Yeah, Sunday.
Oh.
Or is November 1st Monday? No, they're Sunday.
Yeah, oh, okay. When you said Sunday, my brain went, "Oh, today? Wow, that's cold." But no snow.
Today's Monday.
Yeah. And John, I don't.
No, there is no snow.
Yeah, so there's no snow. It's just
supposed to rain on Thursday, though.
Ooh, but by that time it would melt.
There's a 71% humidity on Thursday. RIP Chicago.
That doesn't. Oh wow, that doesn't sound nice. It's freezing and it's humid. Wow, That's awesome.
Is Michael Thomas coming back ever?
I've heard reports that no one wants to trade for him, so I don't know. I don't know how much that answers your question. So yeah, he hurt his calf.
Is he coming back for the Saints? Or yeah, he did get hurt again, but like he should be back.
Oh, you have him? No, Ruben has him. Ruben has him. Which that kind of won. No, it wouldn't have won him the game. Which
you don't know. You don't know.
You're right. Michael I don't know. But you screwed him over. You screwed him over, John.
He would have lost anyways.
No,
it didn't matter.
No.
Yes.
All right. Do you want to tell him what you did, John? Tell him what you did. Tell him what you did.
Okay, so I was trying to help him beat you because I knew the Raiders offensive line wasn't going to start. So I'm like, here, take the Bucs defense. They'll probably do better. And looking at the score, they should have gotten him quite a few amount of points, and they didn't. The Bucs defense has got 6. He had the Chiefs defense, who got 24, but he lost. So he would have scored, obviously, a lot more points. He would have reached an 18-point differential, but he lost by 40. So it didn't matter.
But, okay.
And even if you hadn't started that one player,
yes,
it's an 18-point differential. The two defenses, he still would have lost by 2 points.
No. My player would have been 0 because I had Aaron Jones, and I swapped Aaron Jones out for his backup, which got like 20 points.
Yeah, 20 points. That's what I'm saying. He won by 40.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
He won by 40. That defense cancels out 18 of those points, and then you lose another 20 out of the 40. So it's still 2 points that you would win by.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But it would be a lot closer, John. He'd have some hope versus getting destroyed. Yeah, you don't know. What else happened? What else did I do differently? I don't think I did anything else differently.
He had Michael Thomas, and the Chiefs
probably would have won. Yeah, that probably would have been a little different then. Yeah, he probably could have won as well. Which, yeah, he just did he. And if he would have started Tom Brady, but who would have thought Tom Brady would have balled out like that?
Who did he start? Oh, Josh Allen.
Josh Allen, which is the right choice in my mind.
Josh Allen too.
Yeah. I hate having Deshaun Watson on my bench. I kind of want to just get rid of him. Where were we? Oh, 49. Well, did we both say Saints?
Yeah, we both said Saints.
49ers, Seahawks. Seahawks?
I'm saying Seahawks because this is
okay. John. The last 3 weeks, you've picked the opposite team versus the 49ers. How about you just?
And I'm 1-1.
Oh, are you? Did you pick the 49ers last week?
I haven't picked the 49ers to win a game since they played the Eagles.
And they've beaten the Rams, the Patriots, and it got destroyed by the Dolphins.
So I'm 2-.
No, you're 1-2.
So 1-3 if you count the Eagles game.
Oh, was that? Did they lose?
Because I said they were gonna win, and they lost.
Oh, okay. All right, yeah.
Since they lost to the Eagles, I haven't picked them to win a game because I have no faith in them.
Right. Granted, this is the one game where I can go, I see why you have no faith.
I will say, though, that the Rams game, I didn't pick them to win because I thought CJ Beathard was starting. If I had known Jimmy Garoppolo was going to start, I would have picked the Niners just because it's a division game, and I expect those teams to split. But I assumed CJ Beathard was going to play it again, and he didn't.
Right.
But I didn't think we'd beat the Patriots. I don't think we'll beat the Seahawks even with Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah, well, the Seahawks don't have a running game, so do the 49ers have corners?
Yeah, our corner came back. Mostly.
Okay, so
but, I don't think we beat the Seahawks. That I don't know what that puts us at 4-4.
Right.
We'll probably beat the Packers 5-4.
No,
I don't think
no.
The Saints.
No.
6. I think we beat the Packers. I mean, after what we did to them the last 2 times, they're just. For some reason, they can't beat us. I don't know why.
To be fair,
the Seahawks, they just can't beat those 2 teams. I don't know why. Saints will probably beat us, so that puts us at what? Seahawks are 4-4, Packers 5-4, Saints 5-5. The Rams will probably beat us because I think we split, so it's 5-6. I'll say we beat the Bills because the Bills kind of seem like they're an on and off team, so 6-6. Hopefully we beat the Redskins 7-6. I say we beat the Cowboys 8-6. This one's I say we beat the Cardinals because they beat us week 1.
Right,
9-6. And depending on where we are at, I'll say we beat the Seahawks 10-6. But if we have a bunch of people who are hurt again or something, then obviously I'm not going to pick us to beat the Seahawks.
Okay.
So 10-6, like I said, 10-6, bottom of the division, don't make the playoffs.
Which is crazy. 10-6 is a good record, right? Cowboys, Eagles, because I don't think Andy Dalton's going to come back. But yeah, Zeke has been terrible. But granted,
has he?
Yeah, dude, he's been god awful. I don't think he's been that bad for fantasy, but he's not good.
He had 45 yards and a catch. He's not playing like a top tier running back, right? But he has 458 yards, 33 catches.
He's not playing.
Fantasy-wise, he's doing pretty good. I think he's like top 5.
To be fair, to give Zeke a break, like fantasy-wise, he's playing like as a top tier running back. It's the thing of like, defenses.
Cowboys are rated the worst run blocking offensive line in the NFL right now.
That, and also teams know that they don't have to worry about the Cowboys' passing game anymore, right? Like, do you think Andy Dalton's going to drop 500 yards on you? No. Right.
It's not even who's the guy? DiNucci or something.
Yeah, he's an Italian.
400 yards on you, bro.
Like, no. And if he does, well,
good on him.
Yeah,
but we still ain't letting Zeke do it.
Yeah, like you're not gonna let Zeke run all over you. So, yeah, the Cowboys are not
That'd
good.
Be crazy if DiNucci comes out to be amazing, and then Dak Prescott gets Dak Prescotted.
Wow, he might honestly. I genuinely believe that Dak is never going to play in a Cowboys uniform again. It's just I wouldn't, like, if they won't give me my money and I got hurt, I'm not going back to that team, right? Like, so
Colts time. He's going to the Colts.
Colts, big boy.
Gonna go stomp on some Smurf Lions.
Yeah, no, it's Ben, right? You've been saying Ben. Yeah, Ben DiNucci. He's an Italian from GMU. Good for him. He's a 7th round draft pick too, so he's got some like Tom Brady energy, bro. All right, got some Tom Brady energy.
Those 3 passes, I got some Tom Brady energy, bro.
Bro, I'm a 7th round draft pick. People didn't expect me to be good. Here I come.
Chip on my shoulder now. I'm gonna go win Super Bowls.
That'd be painful if he wins 5 Super Bowls with the Cowboys. I would not be happy. That hurt my soul.
Stop watching football.
that hurt my soul.
That'd be enough to make me quit trying to achieve anything in life.
Yeah, but I think the Eagles win this game unless Ben DiNucci goes absolutely like insane out of nowhere, which I kind of don't.
Do Redskins play this week, or do they have a bye?
I think they have a bye. Yeah, they have a bye.
Dang it, that's gonna hurt their standings.
No. Because the Giants have a bye. We haven't talked about the Giants.
No, the Giants are playing the Buccaneers.
Oh, that's the next game. I forgot about that. Which they're gonna lose. They're going to lose.
But that's gonna put, until the Eagles have their bye, the Redskins are gonna always be behind by that game. So no matter, even if they have the same number of wins, it's like the Eagles are still ahead by a game and a half now because of the bye and the tie.
Right.
So that's just more difficult for the Redskins to make.
Right, you're right. Oh, dang it. A 3-win team wins the division. God. Which I think it's 4 because they play each other one more time, at least, right? It might be more. Actually, no.
I want to look at the Eagles schedule. Let's see.
I haven't looked at who have they beat? They beat Washington.
They're 2-4-1. They'll probably beat the Cowboys 3-4-1. I really want the Giants to beat them.
Mm-hmm.
I think they can too.
Ooh,
I'm gonna say it 3-5-1.
No.
I'm gonna say the Browns beat them. No, because the Eagles beat the Giants last time, so it's the Giants' turn. Then the Browns beat them 3-6-1.
And then Washington plays them at the end of the season.
3-7-1. Then the Packers beat them 3-8-1. Then the Saints beat them 3-9-1.
Yeah.
And the Cardinals beat them 3-10-1. They'll probably beat the Cowboys again 4-10-1.
No.
The Redskins beat them.
Andy Dalton's back by that week at least. Dak's not back.
But that doesn't mean Andy Dalton's gonna beat them.
No, but at least they have. We're underrating Ben. We're underrating Ben. We haven't seen him play. We saw him throw those 3 passes, which I think for his first pass in the NFL, it was like a 50.
2 for 3, didn't he?
Yeah, it was like a 50-yard bomb, and then he got absolutely clobbered on the next 2 passes that he tried. Let me look at him. Let me look at his stats real quick. I haven't seen them. Well, I've seen them.
Eagles drop 4 wins or 5 wins. Let's see. What are the Redskins' record right now? 2-5.
Yeah.
I say they have a bye, and then next week they play the Giants, and I say they beat the Giants. Okay, that's 3 wins. Then they beat the Lions, 4 wins. They beat the Bengals, 5 wins. They beat the Cowboys, 6 wins.
That's all they need. That's all they
winnable
need.
All of a sudden.
That's all they need.
They lose to the Steelers, the Niners, the Seahawks, the Panthers, and then they cap it up. No, they have to beat the Eagles. Week 17 will be for the division. It'll be a 6-win Redskins team and a 5-win Eagles team. But the Eagles can, if they win, then they're ahead because of the tie.
Mm-hmm.
So that game, the Eagles will be playing for the division, and I think they could actually win.
Oh my God, I think that'd be good football.
But the problem here is, in this scenario, I have the Redskins winning 4 games in a row, and I don't know. They have to beat the Giants, the Lions, the Bengals, and the Cowboys all together, and then they lose 4 games in a row to the Steelers, the Niners.
Well,
the Seahawks,
that's believable. Okay.
And then if they do make the playoffs, they'd be playing whoever the 2 seed is.
No, they'd be a 4, so they'd be playing the 7th. No, they'd be playing the 5.
Oh yeah, they'd be the 4, huh? They'd be the worst team in the playoffs, but they wouldn't have the bottom standing.
Yeah,
so they'd be playing the 5,
which is like
probably be the Bears.
No, it'd be the it'd be like the Rams or the Cardinals.
Oh, 5, my bad, I flipped it.
Yeah, it'd be like the
5 would probably be the Cardinals or the Saints.
Right, it'd be one of those teams versus the Eagles. Or Washington.
Or the Redskins.
Yeah.
One of those.
Like, honestly, if you're not playing for the 1, you should be playing for the 5, right? Like, it's one or the other, because it's either you get a bye or you get a bye. There's no in between.
Yeah.
Well, actually, you still have to win the game, but it's not going to be that hard to win the game, right? It's just...
Watch, you say that, the Saints are going to sleep and be like, it's just the Redskins.
That's probably what's going to happen. Genuinely,
and then the Redskins are going to win.
That's genuinely what's going to happen.
Of the playoffs.
It's going to be like, oh, we're only playing the Eagles. Oh, they're so bad. And then the Eagles decide to play a little bit of football, and the opposite team's like, what? You guys
the Eagles' entire roster is going to come back.
Right.
Just
for that one game. They all get hurt at the end of that game, and it's like, we did it. We did it. We fulfilled our destiny.
So if this 4 seed does win, they go on to play the 1 seed, unless the 2 seed or 3 seed get upset, which I don't think they will. So whoever has the bye, which would probably be the Seahawks, and I don't think the Seahawks will sleep on anybody.
No, I think it probably would be the Seahawks, huh? Someone in our division's going first. Yeah.
I'm not bought into the Rams. You keep trying to throw them in there. Okay? They've only beat the NFC East,
and
which
the Bears.
Is the division we're talking about, going 6-4-1.
Yes, John. And they're the best. They are the best in that division. They are leading that division.
Seed, then.
They are leading that division with 4 wins in their division, John. Okay. Does any other NFC East team have 4 wins against their division? No. And I don't think they will. I don't think another team will match that either. Which I to be fair, I think the Cardinals, the 49ers, and the Seahawks will also sweep the
Niners can't. They already lost to the Eagles.
Oh, really? Oh. Feels bad, man.
Yeah, that's why I gave up.
Feels bad, man. I didn't know. I forgot about that, huh? Oh, okay. We have to mention Giants Bucks. Is it the Giants?
The guy with the sword just chops his knees off and he wins. Boom.
Yes. Okay. Boom. Easy money. Buccaneers win. Okay, I think those were the pick'ems for next week. We went over this week's games. Keep an eye out for Thursday's installment. We're gonna do something very special. I think that's all sports, right, John? That's all the sports. Yeah,
That's
okay.
all the sports.
All right, thank y'all. Have a good one. Bye bye.